all, this video is one in the series of videos on misconceptions in advanced algebra. This video deals with the common misconception that students have related to concept of identities and equations. Identities are equations that hold true for all the numbers. Students often have this confusion and they end up treating identities as normal equations and hence make wrong conclusions. And hence there is a misconception related to equations as well. Let us see this through an example. Twice of x plus 3 is equals to 2x plus 6. On solving this, we see that 0 equals to 0. Sometimes students do not realize that this is an identity and hence they start solving it as an equation. Obviously they are more accustomed to it, so they do it. Interesting thing is that when they get 0 equals to 0, the answer that they give for the number of solutions possible is very insightful. They say that since there is no variable left, there is no solution to this equation. While the reality is that the equation has infinite number of solutions. Sometimes also instead of realizing that it is an identity, they say that the number of roots is equal to the degree of the equation. Let us see some Mindspark questions attempted by grade 10 students. Consider x plus 1 whole square equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. What can be said about x? Option A, one has to solve for x to get the value of x. Option B, nothing can be said about x, only conclusion is 0 equals to 0. Option C, the given statement is true for all values of x. While the correct answer is option C, which is answered by 47% of the students. 27% students answered option A and 26% answer B. Moving on to one other question. Consider the equation x plus 1 whole square equals to x square plus 2x plus 1. How many solutions this equation has got? Option A, none. Option B, infinite. And option C, 2. While the correct answer is option B, we see that option C, which is 2, is chosen by 33% students. Here, first option corresponds to the misconception that when there is no variable left upon simplification, number of solutions is 0. So students expand x plus 1 whole square and cancel all the terms because there is no variable left, they think that there is no value of x. Option C corresponds to another misconception that no matter how the variable is written on both sides of the equation, number of solutions is always the degree of equation. So now we know how the lack of distinction between identities and variables prevail. One of the major reasons behind this is a change in conception of the variable. In an equation, the variable stands for the unknown to be found, while in case of an identity, it stands for a symbol which will hold true for all the numbers satisfying that certain property. Now let us see how we can handle and prevent this misconception. Whenever identities are introduced as a topic, we have to make sure that we explain to child that these identities are always true. And when equations are introduced, we have to make sure that they treat unknown as a variable that is to be found. In case they happen to solve an identity, we must make them understand that 0 equals to 0 actually means that whichever value variable takes, LHS is equal to RHS and hence it has infinite solutions. I hope this video helped in bringing this misconception to your notice. Thank you.